Yo, what up, y'all? It's your boy Kev Kinkle from the Kev Kinkle Podcast. It is Sunday, November 20th, 12:40 a.m. It's late. I am up, and I'm having a good time. I love y'all so much. But here today, now, we are going to be talking about my football predictions and what I think is going to be going down on Sunday. Me and my Pops Dukes. My Pop Dukes did it, y'all. He came back. He tied me up. It's week 11, and it's 53-53 deadlock tie. We both picked the Titans on Thursday night. Titans came up with the victory. The Titans is now 7-3. They're leading the AFC South. Crazy over the Colts, and the Packers dropped to 4-7. They're still in second place, NFC North, but it's horrible out there. Horrible. Next on the slate, we got the 3-7 Chicago Bears versus Atlanta Falcons at 4-6. I picked the Bears because Justin Fields is running around on people like crazy. I think he is in line to get a record. 3 games in a row with 100 yards rushing, and I'm expecting him to get that record. They're going to be playing Atlanta Falcons, who are 4-6 at Atlanta. My pop picked Atlanta. I picked the Bears. That's going to be a good one. I'm expecting Justin Fields to go crazy. Next up, we have the Eagles versus the Colts. The 8-1 Eagles versus the Colts, who are 4-5-1. The Eagles got their first loss of the season to the Commanders on Monday, but they will be back doing a thing. They just picked up 2 key people on the defensive line to clog up that run game, which they was getting killed on versus Washington, and they have to look out because Colts got one of the best running backs in the league. However, me and my pops both picked the Eagles. Next, we got the Jets and the Patriots. This is going to be a good game to see who's going to be in second place in the AFC East. Jets are 6-3, Patriots 5-4. I believe the Jets won their last game. This is going to be a good one. I'm going with the Jets. My pop's going with the Jets. We are from the area, so that might have manipulated our decision. But last time we both picked the Jets versus the Patriots, the Jets came up on top. I'm expecting them to do it again. Now we're at the Commanders, who just beat the Eagles last week, and they look a hype with Tyler Heineke at the quarterback. I'd keep him in and keep Carson Wentz on the bench and have him there if needed, and have Heineke starting because that boy was balling. But the 5-5 Commanders are taking on the Texans, who are 1-7-1, floor mat of the football league. I'm going with the Commanders, as so is my pops. We got the Rams. Our Super Bowl champs from last year is looking horrible. I don't even think they're going to make the playoffs. They're 3-6. The Saints is 3-7. We both picked the Saints. They're going to wash the Rams on Sunday. Next, we got the Cleveland Browns at 3-6 versus the Buffalo Bills. Deshaun did show up to practice for the Browns. He's not ready to play yet, but his suspension is almost over. Bills are at 6-3. They lost a heartbreaker last week. We're expecting them to come up big time this week with a win over the Browns. The Bills are 6-3. The Browns are 3-6. We both picked the Bills. And we got the Lamar Jackson and the Ravens. He fell off a little bit because he's not having to do it individually. Justin Fields from Chicago kind of picked off where he kind of fell off, but the Ravens is 6-3, and we got them number 5 on the power rankings. They're playing the Carolina Panthers. Baker Mayfield is starting this week because P.J. White, I believe, is hurt. Ravens should make short work of the Panthers. They haven't been doing much all year. The Ravens win that game. We both have that. Then we have the New York Giants, 7-2. They're playing a Detroit Lions team that you cannot sleep on. I told you guys a while ago that Detroit record, they're 3-6 right now, but it could be, they had a lot of close games against a lot of good teams. So that 3-6 is a little skewed. I would say they're more of a 500 team, but the Giants are 7-2. Saquon Barkley back there. But it's going to be a close game. We both picked the Giants, here nor there. Raiders 2-7, looking horrible versus the Broncos 3-6. We both picked the Broncos 3-6. I hope Russell Wilson can step it up a little bit because they haven't been impressive at all this whole season, but we still pulling for you, Russ. We both picked the Broncos. Cowboys versus the Vikings. That might be the game of the week. At 8-1, the Vikings' only loss came to the Eagles. The Cowboys is 6-3. They was doing good when Dak wasn't there. Dak came back. They struggled a little bit. I got the Vikings. My dad got Dallas. That's going to be a game. Can't wait to see that one. We split. Bengals 5-4. They starting to heat up versus Steelers. I got the Bengals and Joe Burrow. My dad went with Pitt. Joe Burrow and the Cleveland Bengals are starting to heat up. Watch out, Joe Mixon. They got some sleepers on that team on offense. They can turn it up. They can get right. Then we have the second team in the power rankings, the Kansas City Chiefs, is 7-2 versus the Chargers. The Chargers starting to pick it up as I expected them to, but Chiefs come up victorious in that. They're 7-2 right now. The Chargers are 5-4. We both picked the Chiefs and we both picked the Niners. Kyler Murray was looking crazy in the beginning of the year, but they kind of fell off too. A lot of teams are doing horrible that I would expect to do good, and a lot of teams are doing good I expect to do bad, but that's the season. Anything could happen any given Sunday. We got the 49ers over the Cardinals. Like I said before, and I always say every week, ever since the Christian McCaffrey trade, the 49ers got the high-powered offense. They got Garoppolo, they got Kittle, they got Christian McCaffrey, they got Deebo Samuel. Them boys is for real. They're starting to get healthy. They're starting to get their players back, and they're going to be a problem. I'm thinking it's going to be Eagles versus San Fran in that NFC Conference Championship. But we got the 49ers over the Cardinals. Quick rundown for the power rankings. We got the Eagles at 8-1, number 1. Number 2, we got the Kansas City Chiefs at 7-2. Number 3, I got your Minnesota Vikings at 8-1. Their 1 losses to the Birds, the Eagles. Buffalo, 6-3 in the 4 spot, and the Ravens and Lamar Jackson at the 5 spot. And there's a whole bunch of teams behind them: the Jets, the Giants. Who you got else out there? Miami's out there. There's a lot of teams out there. The Cowboys is out there. There's a lot of teams out there looking good. So I'm excited to see what's going to happen this Sunday. I'm excited to move the lead or push the throttle a little bit on the lead, get my pops up out of here. But, you know what I mean? We doing our thing. We have 3 differences. So we should see a change in the numbers. And that's about it, y'all. I love y'all. This is the Kevin Kinkle Podcast, Week 11 football picks. I'll holla at y'all, man. Peace.